Hey, this is Angelo from TimeKeeperTrading. I would like to show you how to set up the indicator for the two-legged pullback strategy. If you are in the guide that I provide for you, you see here several links that you can follow, like an introduction to the strategy and of course the indicator, but it's more a strategy. And if you click this, you can follow this link here, click here, and it will download the script. And what you're now doing is you go to NinjaTrader, go to Tools, Import NinjaScript add-on, and then go to the folder you have downloaded it. So I have two here. And click it and open it. So if you do this, you get a message that it's successfully installed. And now if you are on your chart, you have to right click and go to strategies, not indicators, strategies. Click here, go to this folder, TimeKeeperTrading. So I have more strategies here, but you have to click Timekeeper Scalping. Add it here. So now it's on your chart, and now you can configure it. So we have here the max stop loss that is used when you are using. Let's have a look. I will activate it now, and you see here we have buttons that I introduced earlier in the introduction and so on. So in the parameters section here you will find, so let's disable it here for now. So if you're using max stop loss, this is only necessary when you are using the buttons, because if you have a too big stop, the buttons will not work. So it protects you from going into a trade with a too big stop loss, but you can modify it to whatever you want. And the second part is here that you can of course trade the two-legged pullbacks or the traps. You can deactivate it correspondingly if you want. So the buttons, if you use this, are not triggering any setup if you disable it. However, it will appear on the chart, so if you're trading manually, of course you can do it, right? And so on. The parameters are also explained in the guide here further down, of course, what's going on. And however, let's go back. These are visual settings only for you to manage the chart, to have not so many lines and so on the chart. So you can disable, for example, the legs that are drawn, or the arrows and so on. You can also disable the super clear chart and keep everything tracked, so keep all setup marks. You can disable broken rules and so on. Get the alerts, you can disable this for the two-legged pullback and the traps. You can also modify the sounds when a setup is occurring. This section is also interesting for those that are using the buttons. So you can check these parameters here, and the system will always check if this is true or not. So if you enable this, you can do it. Inside and outside indecision bars can be tracked. So if you are using the buttons, for example, going long, but the signal candle is an inside, outside, or indecision bar, no order will be placed, so it protects you. And you can also, for example, EMA resistance is checked, and so on and so on. very important is that if you want that the system checks these and not executing a trade when using the buttons, you have to click this here. So trade not executed when a chosen parameter is selected. Yeah, it's very important. And yeah, however, please be very specific here that you are using the right account, that you are not using something else, because if you are trading on this chart and have, for example, here a different account, but also here a different account, different from this one, it will execute the trades on this account that is selected here. So this is very problematic because you don't see it here, but it's executed in the background. So these have always to be matched. So each tick is not so, and of course enable it. If you don't do this, the strategy will not be executed, or the indicator. So enable it and click OK. Here is a warning that order confirmation is not will not be asked when using the buttons. So let's have a look what's doing now. Let's run it some more times, and as you see, it will keep all the messages in place. So it's because we enabled it. Also this one here, and big stop loss, and so on and so on. So this is how to set up the indicator for you, and please let me know if you have any questions.